Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking about this week's readings and videos about flipped classrooms. Overall, after watching and reading, I learned that flipped classrooms can increase student engagement and participation, but they can also come with challenges that both teachers and students need to overcome. Before looking at research, it's important to understand what a flipped classroom is. In a traditional classroom, teachers usually give lectures during class and students complete homework after school. A flipped classroom reverses that process. Students watch instructional videos or complete readings before class, and then class time is used for discussions, group activities, problem solving, and asking questions. The video Flipped Classroom in the lectures explained that flipped classrooms combine online learning with active learning. Instead of spending class listening to a lecture, students spend class applying what they learned, while teachers are available to provide guidance and answer any questions. The first research article studied more than 400 first-year college students to see whether flipped classrooms improved academic performance, and researchers found that students interacted more during class and had a small improvement in academic performance. However, they also found that many students struggled before they did not prepare before class and were uncomfortable with the new teaching style. The second article compared traditional classrooms with flipped classrooms and found stronger positive results. Students reported higher engagement, created satisfaction, and more participation in class. The research also found that students who regularly attended class and stayed actively involved benefited the most from the flipped classroom model. The video helps connect research to real classrooms. In the flipped class lecture, the researcher talked about a 3-year-old study on flipped instruction. He explained that students were more successful when teachers assigned short videos, gave quizzes before class, and gradually introduced the flipped classroom instead of changing everything at once. He also explained that technology problems and students not completing the pre-class work made the flipped classroom less effective. The second video showed how Clintondale High School completely flipped its classrooms. Students watched lessons at home and spent class time participating in what they learned while teachers worked with them individually. The school reported improvements in graduation rates and college acceptances. One thing I thought that was interesting was that the school also helped students who didn't have internet access by giving them time to use computers at school. After looking at all of the materials, I noticed that they all agreed on both the benefits and challenges of flipped classroom. Some of the biggest benefits are that students become more engaged, participate more in class, and receive more individual support from teachers. Students can also replay videos if they need extra help understanding a lesson, and at the same time, there's also challenges. Students have to be responsible enough to complete the work before class, and some students struggle with time management or prefer traditional lectures. Teachers also spend a lot of time creating videos and planning activities, and schools need to make students have access to technology outside of class. So I think overall, I really enjoyed learning about flipped classrooms because I think that they encourage students to become more involved in their own learning. And instead of sitting in the classroom throughout the whole entire lecture, students spend class participating in skills and asking questions while the teacher is there to actively help them. I also like that students can watch videos more than once if they don't understand something the first time. However, I do understand why some students struggle with the teaching style because it requires more responsibility, self-discipline, and preparation for class. I think a flipped classroom can be effective, but only when teachers provide good support and students are willing to complete pre-class work. And that sums up my video. Thank you guys so much for listening.